Uh, there we go. Sorry, was setting up my phone. Was supposed to do that a tad bit earlier, so I guess I took a minute or two longer than usual. Either way, good morning, everyone. Uh, as you can see, we are back. We are now at the semi-final ref sheet. We are almost done. We just have one more character after this, and then we're finished. The entire main cast will be done. So who is this diva? Well, let me tell you who is this diva. Her name is Allice. And yes, she is in fact Demetrius' sister. Yep, I was talking about this last stream. But yeah. We finally got his sister on the deck. Yep. So, this is the wrong ref sheet. Okay, so here's the sketch of the ref. Right here. Oh, and this is her daughter. There we go, we got her kitty patootie right here. I love her. Yeah, I love her too, you know. I love... Oh, Shiny Boy got rendered fully? Yep, I finished him. I already uploaded his full thing. Here's the final ref sheet. Yep, fully done. I thought that was a doll. It's because of the way she's holding her. Usually she's always carrying her around, honestly. She's always holding her around, no matter what she's doing. She loves her daughter, you know? But yeah, she does kind of look like a doll. The husband is a blacksmith who is not really a main character. Like, yes, he comes out, but he's not really a part of the main cast. Dang, does she really look that soulless? Does she really look that soulless? That everyone thinks it's a doll? Is that a me problem? Or is it just that her pose itself looks too, like, calm? Yes, and what do you mean yes? Yes, and which one of my options? I gave like 3 different reasonings. Hello there, Ayoile. That's an interesting name. The detail is this is so detailed and cool. I had a stroke trying to read that. Yes, I like details, you know. The eyes look soulless. Dang. She got highlights and everything, dang. I guess maybe it's like the stoic expression. But that's the thing, she's not an expressive child. At least, not when she's around, most people. The eyes seem fine, to be honest. She looks chibi because I think you fail to realize that children look chibi. I literally hate drawing children. I'm gonna be so honest. It's my least favorite part. Give her to me. She looks too disciplined for a child. Ah, I see. But it's fitting for her. I mean, she's technically raised by... I don't want to say royalty, because they're not royalty per se. But she's really well behaved. That might actually be it. That might actually be it. I think it's just like... They look royal? Okay, so they're not royal per se. It's just their family is important, but they're not royalty. If that makes sense. Like, they're part of an important family, but they're not royals. They equally fall in that line, though. Yeah, so they're still important. It's just they're not royalty. I didn't say I don't like children. Who said that? I said I don't like drawing children. Drawing. Give her a bright smile at least. No. No. Unless the child is being spoke to, she's kind of stoic. I'll probably look for a reference and fix it. You know what? If it bothers me too much, I'll try and like fix her a little bit. So, someone, I think it was Kahuna, said something about the timekeeping aesthetic. Yes, because so she doesn't really have to do inherently with time, but she does fall into line with things relating to steampunk and detectives. For some reason, I don't know why, I've always associated steampunk with that old school Victorian, like, detectives. Why? Probably because of the Great Ace Attorney. The Great Ace Attorney always helped me associate it with that. I love steampunk, to be honest. I love steampunk too. Hello there, Jinchi. I love, wow, someone's, okay. An Apothecary Diaries fan. We love Apothecary Diaries in this household. That makes sense though, right? I don't know, I always associate it with that. And so, when making her design, all I could really think was, okay, we're gonna put browns, the reds, those are going to be the colors that I'm gonna pick out for her aesthetic. It also serves to kind of contrast her brother's aesthetics, because you know her older brother, he's all about silver. He's all about these more, I guess, more bluish tones. It's giving chocolate vibe. I love it. True. That was another thing that I kind of like took into account. It's like that dark chocolate colors that you just kind of associate with it, you know? With that kind of era. I feel like obviously red and brown was just a very common color overall during the time. Like a chocolate cake with red velvet. Yummy. That just made me hungry. I haven't. Red velvet. Red velvet is delicious. But yeah, her colors are very, very sweet, you know? Which is, again, meant to sort of kind of contrast her brother in a way. Even their hair shade is like, they're still pink, but they're different like tones of pink. Hers is a more muted pink that falls into a bit of blue, while his is like a more actual bright pink in the back. Like the other opposite shade of pink, which falls more into the purple-ish. You know? Stop, I'm getting hungry. Look, I haven't even I don't stream. Okay, that's it. I can't English. Like, when I stream, I don't usually eat breakfast. Because I do it before breakfast, and it's like, oh, I'm hungry. Now it's making me hungry. I like how the style is a bit Victorian, Gothic, but cute. How does that work? It's a good combination, I guess. I can really see it. I feel like the goth, it has a lot to do with maybe like her eyes and like the black, and the very pale skin, obviously. Both of them are albino, so they both have their entire family is. So they're like the palest people of all time. Their aunt is extremely pale, like they all are. Oh wouldn't call her gothic, to be honest. I feel like I can kind of see it. Like, she's not fully goth. Obviously, we've seen what actual goths look like. Hey, doodaloo. But she does have that small feel to it, like that doll feel to it, you know? I think that's kind of the right term. A doll feel to it. Career's still mommy to me, oh god. True. He definitely is. How do people draw like you, bro? This is very astonishing to see. Aw, thank you. It's just a lot of practice, I guess. I've been doing this for a while, so I've been trying to develop my style, learn. I'm just doing my best, you know? I'm just doing my best. How many years? Okay, so digital art, it's been 6. And traditional art, well, obviously since I was like little. How long have you, well, I just answered that question. 6 years digitally. And then traditionally, yeah, even longer. Like that was ever since little girl, started with stickman figures. In fact, I actually never really started with like stick figures. Like my mom has a picture of one of my first few drawings, and it's like, yeah, obviously it's not good, but for the age that I was, it's like it wasn't pure stickman, and so it's like she was like, you've always kind of had that in you. And I find that so funny. I will always find that really funny to me. My drawings vary to FNAF, to Spider-Man, to Undertale. Mine was mostly Vocaloid. It was like once I hit 5th grade, 4th grade, where I started taking art seriously, in quotations, because I actually wanted to learn. It was always Vocaloid. It was always random anime I would watch. Fairy Tail was my first anime, which, I mean, I guess it's not the worst anime to start with, but that's where we started. And so that was all of the stuff I would draw at the time. Oh, and Sonic 2. That was very crucial. Alright, so we made her skin sort of pinkish. Because something that kind of, not for him actually, his skin is more desaturated. Because he doesn't have very good blood circulation. But for her, and for Lucerna too, like they have more pinkish skin tone. I love her. Can she be my mother? Yes, she can. She would gladly be your mother. She would adopt all of you. I watched Fate Zero when it had a Filipino dub. Which was great, by the way. Recommend watching it. Look, I've been wanting to watch Fate even before the HSR collab, but after the HSR collab, I'm like, I gotta check it out. I'm not playing the game though. No one can ever make me do that. But I definitely do want to check out the animes, you know. Really look forward to that. Oh, please start with Fate Size Zero. Okay, we shall start with that one then. Because that's honestly something that always got to me. Is like, where do I start? Because I know there's a lot. Alright, it's time for the initiation question. Let's go. Give us the question, Kahuna. Throw it in there. I wish a day had 60 hours or something. That would be nice, wouldn't it? How would she react to a crying child / baby? Well, she got that mother instincts on her, man. She grabbed that child and she gonna cuddle it over. She gonna tell him, "Oh, it's okay, baby." You know, she's a very upbeat person. I need to put that right out there. I mean, just from the smile alone, you can probably tell. But she's a very upbeat person, and she's also like she's the type to, when it comes to her detective work, right? Because she's very inspired by these two other detectives, which are from my other story, by the way. In my other story, there's two characters called Jack and Rosalian. Those two were known as the greatest detectives in discovering paranormal activity and going against that. And so she was very inspired by these people and the stories she would read about them uh, here in the underground. And she's like, I want to be a great detective. I don't want to be no dang noble hunter. I want to enforce justice and law. You know, the thing that was removed from us because of the state of emergency, decided investigations were not necessary anymore. Who decided to remove the law? She doesn't understand their logic, and she's like, I want to bring that back. So I want to be a great detective. And so she made her own little detective agency, and that's where she does most of her research regarding the faceless hunters and the non-Fossius partially, but she tries to mainly tackle human cases. So murder and things like that. The things that the faceless hunters don't want to tackle. You know, the normal stuff. Because she wants to reinforce that again. And so she's a very bright person. She kind of likes to play dumb sometimes too. It's like she pretends to be an airhead a lot of the time. She pretends to be a very clueless person. Oh, I'm just a sweet mother. You know, I have no ulterior motives in anything that I do. I'm just playing dumb. I'm just an airhead. You know, I'm just oh, look at me, a silly little a dumb blonde. You know, except I'm not blonde. I'm pinkish. And so, uh, that was kind of how it went for her, and that's kind of how she is. So if she gets her hands on someone else's child, she's just gonna be like, "You are the cutest thing ever," gonna comfort them in all ways possible, and then she's gonna be like, "All right, now let's deduce where's your mother. Let's go find your mother. Come on," and she'll make it like a cute little game for the child. You know, she'll make sure the child has a good time. She'll get the child involved with looking for her, and you know, she's that kind of person. Yes, she would. Like I said, she'd adopt anyone. She'd take anyone in. she uh she loves children, especially. It's like she's a big fond of that. But yeah, playing dumb really does save you from a lot of things. And so she does that a lot. It's like, especially when it comes to her investigations, like when she's confronted with some of the noble hunters, she kind of tends to play stupid, oh, who could have possibly done this? Oh, why don't you try and figure it out? Don't you have a pride and something to prove? Yeah, not me. I'm just a silly woman, you know. I ain't nothing special. It's like it's that kind of thing. I would rather be her husband than her child. I think everyone would probably want to be her husband, to be fair. To be fair. You know what? That's perfectly valid. That's a valid statement. I think that's very valid. Alright, we're gonna use this now. Tell us my battery percentage of my phone or my tablet, because I got my phone and my tablet. Why do you guys want to know that? How is that relevant to the, huh? What's going on in the chat that I'm missing? Oh, both? Okay, well, my phone is at 72. And then this one's 91. Yeah, they're fully charged. I made sure to put them to charge before starting the stream. Okay. It dictates your age? Oh, okay. Damn. That's crazy, huh? I'm old, I guess. Jesus. Okay, dang. Come on, guys. I'm 19, bro. Alright. Anyways. That's funny. I feel like I've seen people do that before. I guess that was kind of a trend at some point, huh? Alright, do I put... No, I won't put one shading under her chin either. Alright, as for her child, what we will do is add her child some blushy. You know, because she does have the privilege of having not pale skin. Are you guys trying to shoo me away? Can my OC adopt her? Huh? No. I think... I don't know. Context? I'm gonna put like a little highlight. Got her little highlight on her nose. I'll put some highlight around the face too. God, that looks so good. Thank you. Sikolata. I'm just gonna call you that. So she would adopt anyone? Yeah. Yes. Well, she would gladly join a tea party. Yeah, I feel like she would do that. That seems very in line with her character. Alright, I'm gonna grab a little bit of a... Demetrius, move your dang head out of the way. See, you're always in her shadow, bro. This ain't even about you. Get out. Get out. Just that one meme. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you. Nevd Audia. Dang, I can't read. She's such a pretty woman. She does remind me a lot of this character named Kriemhild. I don't know if I said that right. However, she isn't a very crazy ex. Huh? A crazy ex? Girl's daughter lucky to have him as an uncle? True. Bro's a great uncle. Because he was raised by a great aunt, you know? Lucerna was such a primordial figure in his life, you know? He's passing down his his taught knowledge of being a top tier uncle. Do you have an art account or take commissions? Yes, I do. I have a Twitter and an Instagram. Both of them are under the same username of Valinda Lee or Valindao. Yeah, I do have commissions currently open. If that seems to interest you in any way. I never really link my socials because I'll be forgetting, to be honest. But yeah, you can find them under the same user. Gotcha, gotta follow. Hey, thank you. Don't shake your dolls. That's not nice. That's poor dolls. I have a lot of dolls. Actually, even now I still have a lot of the dolls that I used to have when I was younger. I never threw them away. I love my dolls, you know. I got so attached to them. Okay, so we added yet a little bit of some blush on her. Surely throughout time I can improve how I draw children. Surely. Not gonna lie with you, if I ever got money, I would get commissions from you. Aw. Thank you, Tatter Tots. Maybe someday it'll happen. Alright. Where's my... What's your characters? How much for characters and commissions? Okay, so that actually depends on the ref sheet itself. Because if it's just the full body of the character, it costs is less. I think well, let me find my ref sheet. Because I low-key kind of forget. But if it's like a full reference with like the angles, like every angle, like the side, front, back profiles, then those are the most expensive one, which is 50. Because usually I do a close-up of it and then I do all of the angles. So it's kind of similar to this, but it also has the side profiles and close-up of some of the like major details. But the simpler one, which is just full design, I forgot the price of it. If I could find it. Just like the one I'm drawing? Okay, then this one's cheaper. Let me, if I can find it. Because sometimes I'll be forgetting my prices. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is why we make a ref sheet, guys. We don't just, okay, so it's just 35. As you can see, it's like, that's 20, like 15, 20 less. Yeah, that's so just the design is just 35. It could be less depending on how detailed it is. Love your art, never stop drawing? Thank you. I'll never stop drawing. It's the only thing that I truly love. I could never imagine myself doing anything else. Oh, am I the one with the harem? Yeah, the one with the harem is Kahuna. Kahuna's freaky. Nah, Tatter said Courier was theirs. So I don't know, y'all gonna have to like Kahuna, you're greedy. You already got Geshwin and you got Demetrius. Like can we let Tatter Tots have Courier? He's my mother. Okay, now we got beef going on now. Damn. Alright. I'm not. You wouldn't let me get Gashwin? Oh yes, because of his complex relationship. True. But, well, maybe you can have him. Career's mine. Okay. You know what? I'm not even gonna argue about it. You know, it is what it is, man. By the way, to those who might be wondering who's Courier and why is chat fighting about him, it's this guy. Mr. Longass over here with his 7'1" ass. I actually drew his height difference with Demetrius. It is so funny because Demetrius is like 6'3" with shoes on, but without it he's 6'1", and he's just so short compared to him. Demetrius is like, he feels like he got a broken pride when he stands next to him. Yeah, I've lost my mind. Okay. No. Oh god. Dang. Courier, I need to draw him like holding out the cross and like, I don't know, pouring holy water on all of you or something. He shames no one, but he definitely will pull out the cross at some point. Which, he actually has his rosary here. Actually, stuck to his chain. I had a few, like, meme ideas with him, actually. So that's gonna be fun if I ever do them. Alright, so we got skin done. No, we're very simple. We don't need to do anything crazy. Courier, my guy, you're getting a fan art. First Courier fan art. Dang. Let's go. I love fan art. I have an album where I just save all of the fan art and stuff people have done. Because I hold that very dearly. I feel like that's like the biggest honor that a character could get, you know? Career cult, I'm the manager. Oh, here we go. Alright, no complaints from me. He kind of deserves it. Also, that's kind of funny. You're making a cult for the nun. Yeah, for the nun. Damn. Seriously though, I do love Courier. Understandable. And honestly, you'll probably, if once I ever do the story, you'll probably like him more because he's obviously, he comes out like in the second act. So I've kind of explained that the story has first act and the second act. Most of the non-Fossies, oh my god, the Faceless Hunters come out in the second act, and his POV is the one you follow a lot to explore the concept of the Faceless Hunters in that second act. So yes, he gets screen time. We love to see it. No, he gets screen time. So I need to come back to the original sketch because I'm gonna make a server where we just drool over the FM, man. Oh, good. we getting the club without even a single chapter out yet. Come on, guys. I mean, you know what? I don't blame. That's such a good idea. Invite me if you're not sarcastic. Oh my god. Yeah, we woke up on our freaks today. Jesus. But yeah, once I'm done with these ref sheets, I'm telling you, I'm gonna start drawing them with audios. I'm doing all of those. We're going back to the shorts era, and we're putting out all of those. I already have like my first idea for it. The reason I'm not done is because of someone's design getting delayed. And that someone is called Shirohoshi. His design just keeps on screwing me up. But I think I might finally have one. So if I can finally get that one done, then we are so back. We're back with actual illustrations and then no more ref sheets. You know, we will be so back. Shido mention. Yeah, Shido's he's probably gonna get a new name by the time he gets his design. But yeah, he's the last character I need. He's the last one. And then we'll have 12 cast members in total, 7 guys and 5 girls. Yes. Turned out to be the final number. Honestly, I ship Allice and Geshwin. That's actually really funny. Because the two of them, not only did I have a drawing idea for them, but the two of them, they kind of followed a similar premise. You know, the idea that she wants to help people, and she made her agency to sort of like help solve murder cases and cases regarding people. And he did something similar, but with his bar. But it was to make people be able to communicate with other hunters to do their problems or to be protected. You know, their bounties. So I can really. They have that similar mindset of prioritizing people over like the non-fascists. They really do prioritize humanity and kind of sympathize with the old concepts that used to exist with law and things like that that no longer apply. So yeah, those two would be great friends. Too bad that they never meet. But that doesn't mean I won't draw illustrations with them together. I'm still gonna draw them together. I don't care. They're, cause I have free will. But they actually never meet each other. Interesting that Geshuin doesn't meet 50% of the cast actually. Like, he's never met Demetrius, he's never met Courier, he's never met Silentium, he's never met any of the second half cast members. He's only met the first half. Well, most of the first half. But I already had like a drawing idea for them. Like him at her agency, so that'll be fun. But also, she shouldn't be shipped with people because she got a husband. So we shouldn't be doing that. But they could have been friends. They could have been friends. Now I'm thinking of Chibi Courier. Oh my god, if I could perfect the art of chibis, I would draw a chibi Courier. And maybe make it into a keychain for myself. Oh, I'd love... I've already made a standee in the past. Well, ordered one. But I definitely try to get a keychain. As you can say, I'm a courier for courier since I'm about to put it. What? Huh? Not to the poor holy nun who swore chastity. Oh god. Everyone's freaky today. It's kind of crazy. Alright, I'm gonna pick our darker overlay. Why is some of this not coloring? Yeah, I guess I did this on a different layer. That might be it. That's weird. Anyway. I'm freaky every day. I just don't show it. Okay. Dang. I didn't know that. I didn't know you got all that in you, man. That's not necessarily a bad thing. But... okay, so she has... I made it so red. It was more brown. Hold on. I don't like that I... Saturation. Beepity beep. Everyone stopped talking because of my freak. No, I'm sure everyone is still here. Right, guys? Say yes, guys. Please say yes. Don't make Tatter Tots feel bad. Say yes. I just took a phone call. Oh. And then you came back to this. Did you just hear a gust of wind? No. I'm freakier. Okay. Get a freaky contest. Who is more freaky? Alright, we got... There we go. I desaturated a little bit. I just didn't want it to be too red because it kind of misses the point of... And then we're gonna put it on overlay, yeah. And darken it a little bit. It's okay, we don't judge. We don't judge. We are not judging. This music randomly gets loud. I hate it. It was literally so soft a minute ago. Okay, so I don't want to darken it too much. Whose theme is this? Is this Kenichi's theme? This is the only one I recognize that would sound so technological. Beats me, man. I'm just putting any song. Alright, now we're gonna do her plaid pattern, which is another thing that I kind of associate a lot with detectives. I'm not really sure why, but plaid for some reason kind of just reminds me of that. Maybe it's because I relate it a lot with academics and the big brain, I guess. I don't know. There you go. I gotta finish the bread downstairs. Finish the bread? You mean you haven't eaten? Is that what that means? There we go. Perfect. We got perfect plaid going on. I didn't use any bright colors, but I could always try to... nah, we'll just keep it with the dark plaid. We can do that. Alright, and now we're gonna fuse that back down. Thank you. We're gonna go back to our a new overlay layer. And I'm gonna just shade this gem real quick. It's stuck on the top. There you go. Nice. And then we colored the gem a similar way. Get the black. It should have some of the gold reflection too. So I'm gonna try and do that. Ah, that's not. Okay, I'm skipping this. I don't know whose song that is, but we're skipping it. There you go. Oh, and I need white. White highlight. Well, maybe not pure white. Maybe yellow is probably. Just bright yellow. Peak. Alright. we got that bow finished. I'm starting with like all of like the head stuff and then working down because honestly, this dress is probably gonna beat my ass. Frills always make me wanna bang my head, and yeah, I draw them every time, you know? They always look good. Frills are great. Put an overlay again. I like using overlay a lot. I'm not sure you guys have realized yet, but to me, overlay is like one of the best layers, especially when I'm doing a ref sheet and I don't have like any specific light colors that I need, you know? Because usually overlay is just gonna make a brighter color or a darker color of the one you have. And so for ref sheets, it's fine because you don't need to pay attention to like, oh, the ambience color, oh, it needs to be a certain tone. No, it just needs to be the colors of it. And that's it. So it's just more efficient, honestly. Grab our darker color. I feel like that's too dark. Oh, never mind. That's actually good. Actually, the perfect color. Oh god. The music scared me. Alright, now her spectacles, which she actually has a version of these that she actually wears. You know, the ones on her head, they're not real, but the ones, she has a pair of them that she actually does wear. Hello there, Lolo. Welcome in, hi. She looks so good, such a beauty. Yes, I don't design many women, but I think I like to think that when I do, they look good, you know? I like to think that, you know? I don't like being too self-deprecating when it comes to my girls. The hair was something that I kept on like playing around with because I'm like, I want her to actually fit that Victorian royal hairstyle that they always have going on. And so I found a reference and I'm like, oh yeah, this one's perfect. And then I combined basically the puffed up ponytails that they used to have with the curls that they used to have, and then we made this. Now we're going to do the cog machine here. I have some lore, new lore that I do want to talk about regarding the world of Priestess Masquerade, but the thing is, it's kind of unrelated to what I'm drawing. It kind of feels more in line to talk about it when I draw Shirohoshi. Because Shirohoshi, he has a lot more to do with, like, this lore, but, I don't know. Maybe I just want an excuse to talk more. Because I just don't know how to, like, bring up certain aspects unless I'm, like, directly asked. Which kind of sucks. I don't know. Alright, so we got beep. We finished that. I feel like I need to like render over that a little bit because it is a pretty messy liner up here. So I feel like I do need to render this a little later. Oh, this music is so good. What OST is this? Reign of Seven Curtains. Whose OST is this? It's probably some Natwin characters OST maybe. Or is this... I don't know, maybe it's still Fontaine. Beats me, man. After like 4.3, I stopped watching demos, so it's like, I don't know. Alright, so, got her frills. Actually, they have a little bit of sunlight, so let's, oh, that's not. That's too... Blood blends in too much. There we go. Render done. We're gonna... What layer is this from? Oh, that's from her eyes. Oh yeah, I didn't shade her eyes. That's silly. Should probably shade her eyes. Also, what's this? Okay, so that's her eyeshadow. And this is her daughter's stuff. Alright, so let's make that new layer. And we'll do her eyes before proceeding with anything else. I think I make, should I use overlay again? Or maybe I should just use... Yeah, just overlays, okay. Eyes on ref sheets, like when the close-up versions, they don't tend to be that detailed. Unless it's like more high quality, but you know, I don't have anything higher than 8K, so we gotta settle. For her close-up version, that's where we can pay more attention to how her eye is shaded. But here we can just color it simple. Nothing crazy. There we go. And we confuse it. Oh, I could fuse this too, actually. I have too many layers. So we finished the hat. So now we can go to... Should we go to hair or clothing? I feel like clothing is obviously going to be more to go through, but it might be more interesting to look at clothing shading than hair shading. So we shall do that then. I'm going to grab my textured brush for this. I'm going to zoom out as well. Let's start with her chest shading first and foremost, because I didn't actually draw her. Oh wait, which layer is this? Okay, this is the brown part. We don't have the red part. The red part's in a different layer, so. Yeah, I didn't shade some of her, like, chest area. Well, I didn't draw out the line of it, like how I did in the original reference. This is overlay, right? Yes. Yes, it is. No wonder it looks so muddy. No worry, we'll be fixing now. We're just gonna place first where the shadow is and stuff, and then we'll work around it. Alright, we're gonna lift this up a little bit. Okay, I'd rather the saturated brown. That's too light. That's not what I'm looking for. I need a slightly darker brown color that I can help blend this out. Yes, like that. Yeah, something more like this. Obviously, using pure black is like never a great idea when it comes to coloring. Should have actual like shades to it. Should have more color to it. Let's lift this up a little bit. And okay, so I'm kind of adding some saturation to this that I'm not sure if I was gonna add. Oh, alright, we're gonna just fish this through. Extra mayonnaise and onions. Yeah. I'm not the biggest mayonnaise fan. Or onions. The tomatoes kind of make the sandwich soggy, don't they? That's why, I don't think that's why most people don't like it. I feel like they sog out your sandwich. I personally don't like tomatoes because of that. Yeah. I'm a little picky. I don't like onion texture. I don't like tomatoes texture. Most vegetables, I don't like them because of their texture. I don't know why. It's just, it is what it is, honestly. I chew a little bit of an onion and that food going right back out. It gonna make me mad for the rest of it. I hate. It's like when I'm eating my sandwich, man, I don't want to randomly chew on something like an onion. I just okay. It just is what it is. I don't like it. I hate it. Alright, we're gonna lower opacity of that. I don't like their texture. I'm just making my point. I'm sorry, I just don't like them. Their texture is just, ugh. Ew. Oh, like broccoli? Okay, so I high-key just don't like, I just don't like most vegetables. I think that's like I like carrot. Carrot is one of those that are passable. What else counts as a vegetable? See, I don't even know, because I just don't like that many vegetables. I'm more of a fruit person. I love almost every fruit imaginable. And I probably tried as many as I can possibly can. So I actually like fruits more. Okay, so Kahuna asked what happened while she was gone. Well, not much, but I did wanna because I did mention before that I did have I was thinking right now that I did have some new lore regarding the story of Faceless Masquerade, but I wasn't sure if I should talk about it yet or I should wait for Shirohoshi because the lore is more related to him in a way compared to Girl here. So I don't know, if you still want to hear it, then just wait for Shido. Alright, we will wait for Shido then. That's what I wanted. I wanted someone to tell me, like, do you want to hear now? Do you want to wait? Alright, we shall wait. Hopefully, my final design attempt of him actually looks good. I'm just hoping. Because, it's my 10th attempt. My number 10. Like, he's the one that I've gone through the most struggle with, ever. Like, I had a character that I had to redesign him 5 times, right? And I used to think that was, like, a lot. I was like, wow, 5 times, it's kind of a lot. But now this guy has had 10 different attempts. I've deleted most of them, so I only have, like, 2 of them now. No, I have, like, 3 of them. I actually have 4, but it's hidden in someone else's. It's hidden in a different speed paint. Alright. So, wait, some of this plaid was actually red. So it's can I like get a different shade of red? That might fit better. Oh, I just realized I didn't make the lines in this one reach all the way up. But, they're supposed to be all the way up, so this one is more accurate. Oh yeah, today came out the new Wuthering Waves update. Obviously, I haven't checked out the story yet because obviously I'm not there yet, but I will watch someone's playthrough of it. Because I'm really curious. To be honest, I just want to see Cristoforo again. But, it's just I haven't heard anything about it yet, so I actually don't know if people even consider the story good or not. What I did see is that it was kind of short. I'm not sure if it's because they split the acts. Because I did see that. that they did say that they were gonna split Act 1 and 2. I'm not sure if they actually did that or not, or I don't know. It's just that short, which is it's kind of weird for it to be that short, but I mean, I won't complain. What would she do if someone kidnapped her lovely daughter? Would she call Demetrius? Then hell no. She ain't gonna bother Demetrius with that. She's going herself. We cannot forget that she was still trained to be a faceless hunter. She was still trained to be one. She can fight. Because she was still trained to be one. That she doesn't want to be one, that's a different story. But that doesn't mean she wasn't trained either way. Yep. She ain't gonna call Demetrius for that. She was going straight to that action. She getting her daughter back. If she can, she'll bring out her husband too, but she ain't dragging Demetrius into it. I just realized that the lines are not consistent over here and here. Oh god. It should be facing upwards. Oh my god. Am I gonna have to do it again? Yeah, I feel like she wouldn't want to drag Demetrius, not because he wouldn't help, because he would help, obviously. But it's like she's perfectly capable, and she's like, you know, something like this is like just kind of not necessary for him to have to get himself involved. It's more of like a personal thing. That she doesn't call him for anything. Like when she was younger, obviously she used to like want him to help her and things and stuff, but then she was like, you know what? No, I'm doing my own thing. Okay, what if Alice couldn't save her and Demetrius had to? Okay, what about that? Like, would he help her, or what are we talking about? Also, yeah, it's the Allice, not Alice. Yeah, she... if that was in story, she would be like, it's the Allice, not Alice. I don't know who Alice is. What do you mean, how cruel? Like, how he would take care of the people who kidnapped the child? I only remembered the Alice. It's the Alice with the D at the top. D first. It's not that difficult to remember. Surely. That's a good question. Because we know that Demetrius, he's more of efficiency over anything else. He prioritized being efficient in his combat, more so than like trying to inflict the most cruelty. Also, I clicked the wrong thing. I was trying to put my layer down. So honestly, he'd just inflict the most lethal form of pain. Well, depending what he wants to do. If he wants to kill the guy, he's gonna use the most lethal method. But he probably wouldn't. I guess it would depend on the motive behind it. Is it for ransom money? Is it because they're poor or something? Or is it because they wanted to kill her? Or, like, it kind of depends. It would depend, but he definitely would try to pick the most efficient method to handle it. Because that's how he works. He's all about efficiency first. It's like, is it practical for me to do so-and-so. What would be the easiest way to get this done is basically how he thinks. And that's what makes him like one of the most highest in the rank. The only reason he's not the highest is because Courier dethroned him. Because Courier is way stronger than Demetrius. Like, someone had asked me before, not here, it was when I was like sharing Demetrius and Courier's design, who would win in arm wrestling, and I'm like, it would be Courier, hard diff. Because Courier is just way stronger than Demetrius. Demetrius is very tactical and he would use his power wisely. But when put against someone that's just pure brute strength, Demetrius doesn't stand a chance. You wrote D, Alice, with the T. It's with a D. You didn't read the stream's title. It's D, Alice, not the actual. What is that? A noun? Dang, I don't know my English. It's not. It's. Hold on. I think I'm gonna have to write it somewhere. Hold on. Alice. That is how you write her name. With the D obviously standing for Dimitri. Damn right, Demetrius has RA. How would he win? Okay, that doesn't actually mean anything. RA would just mean that he would have more pain on his joints. That doesn't mean he wouldn't be strong. Those are kind of two different, slightly unrelated things. Because RA is like difficulty in bending your fingers and mostly inflation in your fingers. It doesn't count for like the strength of your hand or of your arm, not your hand, your arm. It's arm wrestling, not hand wrestling. He's relying on his arm, not his fingers. I thought Alice was a surname, so I used it for a collective. No. That's her name. Like, this is the name she gave herself. Her actual name is Dimitri, and then she has a different last name. Which was her husband's. I have it written somewhere over here. It's German, the last name. I'll write it because Der Ver Folge. We can move this to the side. That's her. Damn it, she's married. I told you. She is in fact married. Yes, that was like one of the first things I said. She's not a single mother. She got an actual family. You know, she's not. That's her husband's last name. And then this is her actual name, and then this is the name she gives herself, you know, her detective name. You know, she's like, yes. You know how, she's kind of like that, you know. She just has a little stage name for her detective agency. To try to seem more cool. Her husband is not a main character though. He's a bit of a side character, to be honest. Not really a main character. Cause he's actually a blacksmith for the common hunters. Is she and Demetrius twins? No, they have a 7-year age gap. He's 7 years older than her. They are not twins. She's oh no, she's a side character? No, I did not say that. She is not a side character. Her husband is a side character. Her husband is a side character, not her. She's not a side character. She's a main cast member. Hi there, saw you on my For You page. Nice design you got there. Hey, thank you, Aqua. Her husband is a side character, not her, Katsu. Not her. Let's not misunderstand. She has way too peak of a design to be a side character. Let's be so for real. I would actually cry if I made her a side character. Her husband is lucky though. True. True. Speaking of her husband, like I said, he's a blacksmith for the common hunters, and Demetrius actually really likes blacksmithing. He can't blacksmith himself, obviously. He can't make his own weapons, but he really does like indulging in like watching her husband make weapons and sort of like learning. So the two of them, they're actually friends. You know, the husband is actually decent friends with Demetrius. You know, the two are actually, they get along. They don't got any beef. No beef. Which is nice. You know, nobody wants that family drama. They already had enough family drama trying to growing up. Basically, they kept on living in each other's shadows. Yes, they are indeed BFFs. Well, I wouldn't say BFFs, but he does get along with them. Like, he has no ill will towards him. I feel like Demetrius is a bit too prideful to be out there calling someone his BFF. The only one he would consider would be Courier. And even then, he's never told him, you're my BFF. He would never. Bro is a little bit too prideful for that. But Courier knows they're friends, you know? He's like, yeah, I know I'm your best friend and your only friend that you've had in your whole life. You don't need to tell me that. What universe does she belong to? Is that a comic character? Okay, so she's my original character from a story I have been working on for a while now. Oh my god. It's okay, Kahuna. The obsession is real though. That's actually funny, dude. But yeah, it's like, they don't, he doesn't tell him directly, like, hey, you're my best friend, but he knows that he is. Courier is my husband, shush, Kahuna. Oh god, here we go again. Hello, I just came back from work. Hey there, Glitch Ray. Hi, good to see ya. I like how we just came full circle again. Every time Courier is mentioned, we get this full circle moment. Oh, speaking of Courier, because Courier is always invited to their, like, family reunions. Yeah, Courier is always invited to their family reunions. Mainly because, once she meets Courier, she's like, my brother actually had friends. He actually had friends. Oh my god, I'm inviting you to every family reunion. You are part of the family now. You are one of us now. She looks like she has 24 years old. Close. 27. She's 27. And then her brother's 34. So that's where the 7-year age difference comes from. Is this a time-based OC? Okay, so, no, but she's very steampunk inspired. I have a different character who's actually time-based. And they might be partially related, but I digress. And so, I associate detectives and, like, a lot with like that Victorian era that's usually associated with steampunk, and steampunk tends to be associated a lot with clockwork and things like that. So the theme is mostly that steampunk design, but she's actually a detective. Who? Okay, they're fighting about Courier. Let me bring him back again. You know, we went full circle again. This is him. This is Courier, and this is who chat is fighting about again. And by chat, I mean Altered and Kahuna. No, it's okay. You can let them fight. Don't discipline them. That's a little weird. You don't need to go at them. It's harmless. All right, we're just gonna work her corset. Here, which has this diamond pattern. Oh god, chat's so funny, bro. Oh my god. Do I need to stop bringing up Courier in this discussion? Well, actually, no. He's actually very crucial to the... He's actually very crucial to... to, the Caprificus family, so... He stabilizes time? Interesting. So, the old OC that I was saying that had to do with time, he was like... He was called the Divinus of Time, which was like a god. And so his whole thing was mostly how he could not only transform people into like their younger or older selves, but he could also like freeze time and things like that. His whole thing was wanting to preserve time itself. Like that was mostly his concept. The idea of wanting to preserve time. So I guess in a way it's also kind of eternity. I actually haven't seen Kawahu's dad yet. Because he's not a main cast member. That's why you haven't seen him. I have a sketch of him somewhere here. I don't feel like going scrolling through it. But, yeah, I only have a sketch of him. I don't have, like, a full design. Because I don't need to. Because, again, he's not a main character. I'll show him next time, though. Because I do need to... When I do my Kawahu illustrations, we'll show him off and we'll talk about him more. He is in the document, though. So, I guess there's that. Okay, I'm gonna lower the opacity of this a little bit. Because it's like... I don't like the idea of using pure white on this. So we're gonna make a new layer now. But I don't know what Kahuna sees in Kawahu's dad. I personally don't see I don't see it, but maybe it's because I'm not... Actually, no, that's a lie. I do like older characters too. Hehe, one of my favorites is I did like Piero a lot. You know, the Genshin Piero, so I don't know. I don't know, maybe it's because I made him and it feels weird, you know? Your OC looks fabulous, thank you. Do you know how to shade? I mean, yes. I mean, if I didn't know how to shade, I wouldn't be able to draw any of these. That's an odd question. What do you mean if I know how to shade? Your favorite will always be Li Shu En. Okay, can I I'm gonna Google search him real quick. I'm taking you guys' music away just to search. Oh, how do you know to shade? I read that question wrong. That's my bad. Uh, how do I know? That's that's an interesting question because it kind of came naturally to me. To be honest, hold on. Once I Google search what this guy looks like, FGO, and do I just put assassin version? Okay, assassin. Ah, I see. Oh yeah, he looks cool. Oh, and is this a younger version of him? Damn, okay. That looks like it was taken off the internet and slapped on her. Like, I know you drew it, but it looks so good because it's most shaded. Yeah, so this was like one of the first things I shaded along with the face. Okay, let's bring the music back. Let's bring our music back. Yes, the red hair. Dang, he looks good. Oh yeah, he looks cool. Yeah, and I mean you can tell it's not. I just used overlay on it. It was actually pretty simple. I consider shading to be pretty simple when you're not really reliant on ambience lighting and stuff. Obviously, shading becomes more difficult when you're relying on like the ambience. Cause then obviously it gets harder. You need to add. You can't just use the lighter color of the current color and just go on with that. But for ref sheets, it's like the easiest thing. The hat looks so good. It's unbelievably good. Steals the hat. No, my girl's hat and the bow and the frills that go with it. No. Oh god. Yeah, I don't usually draw hats that much. Usually the hats that I tend to draw are those really long hats. I still don't know why your drawing of Demetrius isn't on a leaderboard. Cause I don't submit it. To get your drawings on the Ibis Paint leaderboard, you need to submit your drawing to it. I don't submit any of my drawings. I don't upload them to the Ibis Paint, quote unquote social media, I guess. Steals the baby? No! Give her daughter back. Ah, that's why. Yeah, that's how it works. So you have to submit it yourself. I don't do that. You're so good at drawing. I draw like really cartoonish. Yeah, cartoon style is really cute though. I personally am always just drawing very anime style because that's what I grew up with. And sometimes it's more. Sometimes I can lean to semi-realistic. It kind of depends. It kind of depends what I'm drawing. Did you get inspired by steampunk style? Her clothes really look like it. Yes, it is. She is very steampunk inspired. Which was kind of the point. I wanted her to feel like that steampunk Victorian era. Because technically that's the aesthetic of the story. But you will obviously see characters that don't fit in with that aesthetic. And it's because they're from a different part of that same town. Which is where they have more of the more slightly modern things. Because this doesn't take place in the Victorian era. It's just that it has those elements of it. And because technology is like so gate kept here, it's like everyone basically lives like if they were in the 90s. Well, not even the 90s, the 1900s. Like older times. You should draw a finished artwork, Kahuna. Why have you only been sketching? Like 1800s in America? Not in America. Not America. More Europe, actually. Not not American. But there's also mixed, actually. There is partial mixtures. Because some of the characters are not, some characters are English, some are not. Because, okay, so I actually have explained this before, but, the inspiration of the place is very inspired by the Victorian era in sort of that European, London, British setting. Okay, but the characters themselves don't all come from that. They're not all like British. They're not all from a specific country, because they were actually they were actually purged to this place. So all of these people, they live underground in an underground society because they were purged from the surface world. That's what happened. They were purged from the surface world because of something that their ancestors did. So obviously not them, it was their ancestors like 200-ish years ago. They purged them to this underground society and they just lived there for the rest of their life. They kind of accepted that, yeah, this is just how it is. No, they do not want to leave. No, they don't care about leaving. But that's what happened. Oh, and the reason they were purged was actually because of a crime they committed. Kind of in quotes. Because it was a crime, but it was also a pretty valid one, to be honest. So they were purged underground to live underground, and so they made their underground society, where basically all of the different type of people that were involved in the crime, the quote-unquote crime, this is where they were sent. And most of them were, well, all people from different places who had come together. Yes. So it's a little complicated too. Are there pollution problems? Not really. Because they made, like, a fake ceiling on top of the ground. So they kind of had it, like, pretty well-maintained-ish. So it's not like they're, like, living in a too dirty area. Unless you live in, like, a certain side of the society, you know? Because they got the clean area where most of the nobles are. And then there's the more polluted, not as well-maintained place. But overall, they don't have too much of that issue. Like Bellabog. Yeah, it's more, yeah, kind of like that. I think that, yeah, that's like the best way to explain it. Yeah, it's kind of like Bellabog. Except they don't have the surface. It's just all in the underground. It's just all underground. There's no surface. At the surface, they don't care about it. The story never touches on the surface. They don't yearn for that. No. It's all just underground. It's just that the place is like divided underground. I'm gonna grab what is the crime they committed to get sent here? I could tell, but do I want to? I don't know if I want to. It's not really a crucial part to the story. Why they were purged? Of course, the history is like mentioned. Because before the non-Fascias came around, like before the creatures came and happened, the society used to be more united. this like random classism was not like this like oh the nobles, oh like it wasn't like that. They were more united, even though they did have royalty. It's like suddenly, after they removed the laws and the non-fascists came around, and obviously insincerity was pushed um, as like their main way of survival, and people just kind of became isolated. Um, and the society just never recovered, to be honest. It was just never the same. And that's what mainly causes a lot of the problems. Also, someone asked me, did you play Undertale? I don't know Undertale. I've listened to its OST, but I actually have never played it. I've never watched a playthrough of it or anything like that. I know nothing of Undertale. I just listen to the OST because I like the OST. The music is good. Alright, so now we got the corset shaded. Nice. There's some messy shading with it, but you know what? That's kind of, it's not bad at all. Huh? This generation's cooked? Are you talking about chat, me, or the story? Is there something wrong? Did I say something wrong? Okay, now I'm just a little confused. I would recommend. Nah, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. My friend, when we were younger, like back when I was in middle school, she was really into like Undertale, things like that, and I couldn't be less interested. I don't mean to offend anyone. I know it's considered really good, but I don't know. I was just I've never been really interested in it, which is weird because I did really like Omori, and that people compare them a lot. I'm not sure where the similarity lies. If maybe it has to do with the concepts, or maybe it's just because they're both pixels. I don't know. I don't know. I just never. It never called my attention. It's just really not it. I just never been too keen on wanting to check it out. Maybe that's on me. I do like the music though. I'll never judge someone who likes it though, because I'm sure they have really valid reasons for liking it. It's just that I'm not interested in checking it out personally. I would sit and watch an analysis of it. I would love to indulge in that, but not actually go through it. If music was a crime, Toby would be behind bars. True. The music is insanely good. And what I like about it is that you don't necessarily need the context for it to be a good song, but you know that with the context it would be better, right? It's like one of those. Alright, so we got her frills going on down here. So what the heck was I saying? Oh yeah, I was talking about their setting. A lot of their setting is based on, as well, you know, they have balls, masquerades. I mean, it's called Faceless Masquerade. So there's a lot of like, there's also like Italian inspiration. Rosso is Italian. The Venice mask, which originated from Fulani culture and then was passed on to, I don't remember the name of the other place that it was passed on to. Oh my god, it's on the tip of my tongue. I forgot, but yeah, it's very based on those it's a combination of the different eras. Because this takes place in the 2700s. So, it's more so a combination of eras rather than one solid era. That's literally the story, though. Like, everyone is literally forced to pretend because otherwise they'll lose their sense of identity and self. Like, that's literally one of the main premise of the story. They don't want these creatures to take their core personality, take their face, their metaphorical face, and so everyone has to like embrace the aspect of design, of disguise. So they're not themselves either way. Okay, so all right, here we obviously it's not like oh my god. Let me try to organize. So they're not themselves either way. It's not that they're not transparent. Actually, it's not that they're not transparent. It's just that if they are transparent, they're putting themselves in danger. And if they can't fight off the creatures, then they're going to lose their sense of identity. They're going to lose their main personality traits, and they're going to just become completely different people. Because you, without your main trait, you're not actually you, are you? That's kind of basically how it is. Speaking of that kind of thing, how does the Allice handle, the faceless, like the non-facias? Well, she doesn't. She doesn't pretend at all. She's always her transparent self, which also means she's always putting people at risk, similarly to how Courier does. Courier and her, they both are sincerity above all else. Even if it brings danger towards them, they will fight them off because they refuse to have to be dishonest to themselves and dishonest to the people around them in order to survive. They refuse that aspect. So instead, these two go on and they instead show sincerity, and it always just attracts that kind of danger to them. They are the only two. No, there's actually one more that does this too, but he does it for a slightly different reason. Which is Shirohoshi. He does it because he likes fighting, and he's just kind of crazy. But these two do it as a way of fight back. It's very important in the story. The concept of wanting to preserve yourself, but also it just tackles on things like that. My brain is fried. I actually don't. My brain is fried and my throat is sore. It's thirsty. I didn't bring my bottle of water. Whoops. Whoopsie. Rip. Do you know about Ninjago? They have some good music? No, I have never heard of it. No idea. I like shading this dress, actually. Like, I'm feeling really relaxed trying to shade this dress. The flowy of the dress is just so nice to work on. Alright, we're gonna... That's the wrong layer. You dumb, silly girl. Okay, fuse that. My iPad died on me, bro. Dang. That's crazy. You missed out on just a little bit of some lore I gave of uh on the Allice, mainly how she handles the non-Fossius. So you did not miss too much. Okay, I'm gonna make a new layer. Overlay. And we're gonna do the same thing we did here. We're gonna do the same thing with this dress. If you still want to hear it, I can repeat it for you. But yeah, it wasn't too crazy. Just mainly how she's similar to Courier in the sense that both of them don't put on masks and don't hide themselves. Instead, they just wholeheartedly embrace themselves, and because of that, they're always like under attack by non-Fossiers and always having to fight them. Like both of them would rather fight them than have to like pretend to be something they are not. Both of them with their different reasons, of course. I just want to say bye. I want you to know I'm gone. All right. We'll see you then next time. Glitch Ray, thanks for stopping by though. Yay, you gave her child back. You left and then you brought Kahuna back. It's kind of funny. I thought maybe I'd be able to finish this, but turns out I won't be. A big bear plushie. Oh, the girl would love a big bear plushie. I have a question, and I'm gonna ask it to you guys. What do you guys think was the girl's reaction upon seeing Courier at a family meeting? Well, not at a family meeting, like when they met for the first time. Which was not on a family meeting, it was somewhere else. But I'm just gonna say a family meeting so I don't like spoil or imply anything. What do you guys think was that child's honest reaction? Because obviously I know the answer. Scared? Well, cool. Oh, why are you writing? That girl ran away. That girl got off her mom's hand and ran off. She did not want to be 2 steps near him. And so the rest of the thing, it was her just like, hey, it's okay. Look, he's just really tall and a little strange looking, but he's fine. Nah, that girl left the church. Left the church on the spot. She was not having none of that. None of that. It's like, Courier's like, it's fine, you know, I'm kinda used to it. Of course, not to this extreme. He's had children, like, hide behind their parents, you know, oh, he's kinda scary. But she just ran away. That was, like, the first time someone legit just ran off on him. But he's like, no, I've been told worse things, though, so it's like, it's okay, she's just a child. Of course she gonna be scared. The person who thought he looked cool when they first saw him was Shirohoshi and Komakuza. They thought he looked cool. They looked at him and they were like, oh, I wish I would be like that. He kind of reminds me of Geshuin. That's literally Komakuza's thought. It's like, he kind of reminds me of Geshuin, just with different makeup. and short hair. And Shirohoshi's just like, nah, I don't see it, but whatever, girl. Sure. Yeah, Shirohoshi did not see the vision, but he still partially was like, yeah, I guess. They have dark hair, but I thought I literally said black hair. No, they have dark hair because his hair is brown, not black. It's brown with blue highlights. But yeah, because you know how obviously how Kamakuza has the Michael makeup. So when she looks at his makeup, she's like, wow, that looks so cool. But also completely different from mine. Because they don't come from the same thing. Here we go. Beep, beep, beep. Alright, I think question, would the Alice listen to me gossip to her while drinking tea? Like a 1800s princess at a tea party? Yes. Yes, she would. She's all for that gossip, man. She loves listening to it. To her, it just helps her with her like deductive work, you know? To her, gossip is like the key to helping a lot of her cases. It's like, oh you got gossip? Yeah, give it to me, girl. I listen. She kind of just likes deducing stuff from the gossip, finding what's true about the gossip, what isn't. It's like she's kind of like that. She's like, yeah, give me the gossip and I'll try to figure out if this gossip is true or not, or like things like that. Alright, we're gonna fuse that too. Should I do the front fills or continue with the back? Did she ever blackmail? Like, has she ever blackmailed someone? That's a good question. But she probably would. Not out of the question. I haven't written most of, like, her scenes and stuff, so I really can't say if it'll happen, but she would most definitely do so. She knows so much, she would definitely blackmail. If she needs to. If she needs to. Obviously, she's not out here blackmailing people. Left, right, and center. That's not really her... that's not her main thing. But if she gotta, she most certainly will. She is very capable of such. Very in line with her. But overall, she just tries to keep it detective-y, you know? She doesn't, she tries her best to, like, not go beyond things that are ethical. But sometimes, because there are no laws, she's kind of forced to use her hand a lot of the time. Even though she doesn't really want to. Because, again, she wants to bring back order. She wants to bring back law and ethics and morality and, like, actually like, a stable morality that everyone can follow. And obviously, that's just doesn't exist here. So it's like she tends to be forced to, like, use the non-mythical means that she's allowed to use in order to sometimes get things done. Just like most of the characters. What's her name? You know, that's a good question. I haven't named, the child doesn't have a name yet. She's probably gonna have a German name though. Just like her dad is German. And also Alice is a German name. Here we go. Oh, hello there, Yana. Welcome in. Hi. So for Miss, oh wait, it's officially been 2 hours. Girl, it needs to be a name people can actually pronounce. What kind of name is that? Don't worry, I'm gonna look for it off stream. Because obviously she's gonna need one. Yeah, that's not a great name, you know? We kind of need it to sound like a name. That's literally just a direct translation. Carmen is kind of an old lady name. I'm sorry to young people called Carmen, but it's just there was this lady in my school, and her name was Carmen. And so, I don't know, I always associated Carmen with old people name. Rip. I don't know how to make names, bro. Well, that's okay. I'm gonna do it myself. I wasn't looking for suggestions. I just mentioned that she didn't have a name yet. And I'll look for it later. Names are either the first thing or the last thing I come up with. No in-betweens. They either have a name or no design, or have a design or no name with no name. And or they have both a design and a name. Okay, so I think... Man, I can't see. The brightness is too low now. Now that the sun is coming out, the brightness is just too low. Right? And you know what? I think we're done for today. It's now a bit past the 2 hours. So I guess that's all I got. Beautiful. I love how this dress is looking. Alright, I'm gonna click on this. Take this out. Now, once I tackle her legs, I need to make it bright around it so that it can stand out compared. If next stream doesn't have the beautiful child's name, I will crash out. I will have her name. Don't worry. You don't need to worry. She will have a name. It's just that before the stream started, I hadn't done it yet. But you don't gotta worry. She will have a name. I can't keep her nameless. I already have a character that's called Nameless. And it's not her. Alrighty. Well, thank y'all for stopping by. I appreciate it. We will be back tomorrow if nothing happens. If nothing bad happens, we should be back tomorrow. Probably. Is that a smudge? We will be probably back tomorrow. With her close-up version, probably. We'll probably do her close-up. And then Friday, or is today? No. And that means next week we will have Shirohoshi maybe. Or tomorrow we do Shirohoshi. And then her close-up, we won't do it. Okay, I don't know. I'll decide soon. Who knows? Bye-bye. Bum. Bum.